Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I made a ship. Took me the weekend to do it. Honestly, I was going to make other dumb crap, but I decided, why the heck not? Why not just make this ship and turn it into something that you would be watching on this video, right this second. I'm not good with words, so yeah, that could have come out a little better, but you know what I mean. Let's get started with the mechanics. First of all, the propeller is used to keep these things afloat. The gyroscopic propeller bearing is what I'm using. Okay, it keeps the whole thing. It keeps the propeller upright. It doesn't keep the thingamajig, the big ship, upright, but it does work. We have these propellers up here that depending on the input from the link controller, they either go forwards or backwards, and by that I mean they drive the ship forwards or backwards. And then the back propellers right over here, they're smaller, but they move the ship left or right, or at least they're for steering basically. And down here we have something called an engine room. Okay, and here we have an engine, obviously. This is a very monstrous engine. I would recommend you activate certain engines before you bother to activate the rest, because otherwise the engines will just break off. Okay, and they refuse to work. It was really finicky. I have some infinite blaze cakes, but this should work with normal blaze cakes, provided you put like a butt ton in there. So yeah, this is very difficult to sustain, but it is a good thing to have. You could just make a blaze cake factory and bam, you don't have to worry about that. Now that we have that out of the way, time for the interiors. Which, I mean, it's a basic ship, so it's going to have the basic 4 rooms a ship would have. Minus a bathroom, because it's Minecraft, we don't have to take poo-poo here. First and foremost, you got the captain's quarters. We got some doors with airspace there, you know. That's the only way to make it look good. But it works. It's a very nice place. And I have supplementaries added as well for, you know, visual flair. Got some normal books. You can write some there if you want. Captain's quarters, you know, where your boss is gonna sleep. Then we have the crew quarters, which is well, I mean, yeah, you don't really have any amenities, unfortunately. That's all right, because it's fun. You get to have people that, you know, actually work on the ship while you do the driving. Here's the kitchen and dining area. I forgot to add a sink. Hold on. Alright, now that we have the sink here, the kitchen's complete. Anyway, we've got some storage, we've got a fridge. Yeah, I used some of Create's building blocks for the fridge's edges, and yeah, there's that. And then we have the storage room here, which is pretty freaking nice, pretty freaking sweet. Also, you may have noticed that there's a bunch of cogwheel stuff here. That's kind of connecting the engine room. Oh, black. This is kind of connecting the engine room to the propellers and stuff, okay? And the wire connectors, they're connected to this dashboard in the pilot seat area. And of course, like any good airship, it's pretty freaking slow, but then it moves freaking fast. Hold on, let me go into F5 for a second. The controls are a bit... Oh! Yeah, no, okay, the controls are inverted. S is to go forward, W is to go backward. Okay, so yeah, of course, it's flipped. Like that. This is going forward right now. Okay. Now, if I were to press this, it would start turning left instead of right. And if I were to press the A key, it would turn right instead of left. And we don't have any shift or space keys for reasons. And this lever here, the analog lever, it controls the height. Of course, this analog lever makes the whole thing go down when you flick it further towards the end, but if you shift click it, it will revert to its normal self. It's kind of basically how you control the height. See, we're rising up right now. Anyway, here's the contraption schematic. It's pretty freaking simple. It's got levitation because I had to put in some, I forgot the term for it. What was the name? Levitite, I think. I had to put some levitite in the hole. And then there was also the netherite or any super heavy block can work. I put it over here, under this specific part of the hole, but here's just levitite, with some levitite over here to balance. Anyway, there's also a side schematic, but yeah. And if you're asking, no, I shall not release this to the public because I do not know how to, and quite frankly, I don't want to, because this is my thing. This is mine. You don't get to have it. Sucks to be you. Haha, loser. Ha ha. Anyway, here's a nice little garden top, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, comment, so I know you're watching, and I'll see you all later. And expect more create stuff soon, because I do kind of like this. I probably should work more on making stuff, but I've also been playing Gmod, so there's that. Anyway, I'll see you all later, and have a good one.